Complementary medicine can involve lots of different things that patients and clients may choose to use to maintain their wellness. They might include some things like chiropractic care, acupuncture, massage therapy. You might even consider personal training as a complementary medicine approach. It's about assessing physical health, about assessing wellness and strength, and so each of these practitioners is going to be able to see that patient through a different lens and then apply their specialized skills to improve whatever it is that the patient is attempting to improve. It can jive really nicely with physical therapy as long as there's communication. A physical therapist needs to know if a chiropractor is manipulating parts of a person's spine, or if they're applying certain modality treatments like heat or cold or electric stimulation, so that the physical therapist can also have can provide that comprehensive care of their own and not interfere or not provide too much of one type of treatment, which may not always be very effective when you're treating that one client. So absolutely, complementary medicine techniques can be used as long as there's great communication. And again, that's about that patient being in the driver's seat and being their own best advocate. Personal trainers are extremely talented professionals at teaching exercise, at educating people on proper technique for lifting, and a lot of times at very sports-specific training techniques. However, a physical therapist's scope pretty much ends when pain enters the picture. Physical therapists typically work with trainers and training staff in the community to provide a more comprehensive level of care so that the patient really can get back to all the way well again. At Spark Physio, all the physical therapists also act in that discipline as personal trainers and strength and conditioning coaches. And so when you have that mix of the disciplines, you really are able to provide that real comprehensive, all the way well care again, and benefit from what you would if you were to go just see a personal trainer. The internet is a great resource for information. The problem lies when you don't understand where the source is, where the information is coming from. You can't compare the blog of an expert physical therapist in baseball treatment to the blog of an opinion writer in a muscle and fitness magazine. While the muscle and fitness magazine may have a larger readership and many more followers, the credibility of the source certainly is tainted when you think about who is writing the piece. Now, if the piece is on an opinion of something in a muscle fitness magazine, well, certainly that might be a good place to find that information. But when they start to make statements about pain or movement or rehab, you have to question that source. Again, so the readership, the size of the following really doesn't have a lot to do with the credibility of that person. What you also have to realize is that there are lots of places where actual research has been done and is published on the internet. That's not always the easiest to find. Your physical therapist, whether at a mill or at Spark Physio, will be a great resource to tell you which journals you might want to look in if you have specific questions. And then there are also places where you might find pre-digested materials from research articles or journals. Spark University is one of those places, and what you'd want to do is understand where it is you're attempting to find the information, whether it's a body region or it's a certain type of a diagnosis, and then piece through all the literature and opinion and blog and formulate your own opinion. They take that information to a professional, to a physical therapist or an MD, to get the gaps filled, because a lot of times when we are attempting to search for this type of info, we do mean well, we do want to find the best information, but it's tough to piece through the very fine details when you don't have that background knowledge. So start on the internet, that's great. Double check your resources with a pro that you trust, and you should be on a really good path to your own physical wellness.